Here with Coach Sean Kiracofe. Lady Demons fall to McNeese today, 3-0. Coach, talk to me about the match. Outsides or pin hitters, I guess you will, right sides, outsides for both teams really swung very well on both teams. Simone and Bree both had really good matches there too. Outside pin hitters did really well, and it just came down to which team was going to play better defense. Yes or no?
Yes and no. How about that answer? Yeah, I mean, they obviously their outsides produced a ton. I'll come back to that. Our outsides did really good in the end. If you're going to look at the box score, hit well, high percentages, and they had to work hard to do it because we did not make it easy on them whatsoever. We made it a whole lot easier on McNeese's outsides to just swing away. And I mean, if you guys don't have the luxury of doing this, but if you go back and you watch the match against McNeese and Houston Baptist, like I talked about all week leading up to it and after the match, is a very disciplined blocking team. And they took away what McNeese wanted to do, and McNeese didn't change. They just kept going after it, and HBU kept winning those battles. We obviously did not do that. At the very end, in the third set, we started getting some more blocks. I mean, you have anybody, it doesn't matter who they are, if they are trying to bounce balls and hit it straight down, those are blockable balls. And we just did not put ourselves in a position to be able to take that away from it until the very end, and then it was a little bit out of a reach for us.
Yeah. So talk about, like you said, Simone and Bree both swung well today, and really, I think good to see from Simone after she's struggled in the past couple weeks or so, but to see her come out, have a good match Thursday, another one today as well.
Well, there was really only 2 matches that she didn't necessarily put up the numbers that she had been doing on a consistent basis. But yeah, I mean, she went out there and the last 2 days, 2 matches, swung really well. And like I said, I mean, she was doing great things against HBU, and she was able to produce at a high level today, but like I said before, we did not make it easy on her or Bree. But in the end, they were able to find ways to score, which I was very happy with.
One of the keys we talked about with the HBU match, and you kind of alluded to it a little bit, was the block, our block, their block. It was there for us Thursday, not so much today.
Yeah, and some of that is normal in just you have more time to kind of prepare for that first match, a quick turnaround for the second match. And while I believe I said this after the match against HBU and McNeese have some similarities as far as both their outsides and their right sides, especially because McNeese has 2 lefties out there. So while it's the same, it's different. And I think adding to it to where there was 2 lefties in a 6-2, and we wanted to approach each of them just a little bit differently. It's just a harder deal, a harder thing to be able to do on a consistent basis, and we absolutely were not able to do that today. But I think if you flip the matchup and we have McNeese first, we play them much better defensively. But then who knows what happens against HBU on Saturday. And again, and I've been talking about this for a while, I mean, that's just, it happens with an inexperienced team. To be able to go, okay, what a great match on Thursday. You guys played amazing. You followed the scout. You did everything that we asked you to do, and you did it at a high level. And now here's, the hangover of that high. Now make sure that you remember X, Y, Z, A, B, C. And this is kind of the same, but it's a little different. I mean, it's just a lot to handle in a short turnaround that they will get better at as they just get more experience.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of been the underlying theme throughout this entire year is putting ourselves into these positions like we talked about before with the late match scenarios and those critical points going our way at some point, and it's just, it's a continual evolution of this team.
So. Yeah, ups and downs.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks so much, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Thank you.